Welcome back, boys and some girls. Everything you see in this video comes from me playing the pre-alpha tests as well as the test scenes. October 25th, I think it came out. Basically the weekend test, the 3 days every weekend. I'm following Ashes of Creation since the kickstart, and I bought in at 2019. Most of the things that are shown in the Alpha 2 aren't really a surprise, however the environment and the overall feel while playtesting the game feels good. Yes, there are tons of crashes every time you go into a different zone, or if you open your storage more than once without relogging, there are a bunch of stuff that will cause you to crash. And we didn't even talk about server stability that could range from zero problems up to teleporting mobs or wolves spawning behind you from the ground. And we're not even talking about balancing and the fact that clerics can solo most of the dungeons alone. I can continue naming bugs and problems that I have with the current build of the game, but for some strange reason, the game is a ton of fun. Even with all the problems I just named. This game is a slow game, no rushing here. Things will take time, every mob kill is a whole plan. Even with a decent group, you could go fight like low level stuff if you want, but it's gonna obviously give you less reward. Less brain, less reward. The game feels balanced around the Holy Trinity, and every serious encounter requires all three of them present to complete, without finding some cheesy method. If you go play the game right now, you will find that most of the quests have funny drunk AI voices over them, and I can't really show you because the game is only on the weekend, so I can't really show you the footage, so you'll have to take my word for it. From my experience, the storytelling and the lore of the world seems to be spread all around the world in different camps and hidden dungeons. The big story is something bad happened in the past, so almost all the races escaped through the portal, besides the one that went underground. I forgot their name, I think it's Tolnar, and everything is now returning to rebuild the world and fight the corruption after many years. This is why we find so many ruins and buildings that belong to the past. From here on out, it's our choice on how this story will play out. Obviously we will undercover what happened in the past and rebuild the whole world and stuff, but we're also gonna create new stories. This game has some interesting combat and gameplay system. Most of them are not yet implemented into the game, but the basis for them already exists in some form. And as this is a test, a lot of things can and probably will change, so nothing is set in stone. The combat is mostly tab target, but you have an option for action mode. It is a bit hit or miss and will cause you to hit targets that you didn't intend sometimes, which can cause some funny wipe moments. For now you have 5 classes: tank, mage, fighter, cleric and bard. With those you cover the Holy Trinity with some good variety. I'm not going to start listing everything you can do in the future of Ashes because it's not in the game right now and I'm doing what to expect from Alpha 2. For now, the gameplay mostly consists of grinding mobs with teammates or making a cleric and solo it yourself if you want. Hunting in a group is fun. You could optimize the fun out of it. You could go to a specific spot with the rushed guide on YouTube that somebody made and reach max level in an alpha build of the game that will be wiped a few times. That's your choice. From what I have seen, most people choose the average experience, which is just going to a spot that is relevant to your level, pulling some mobs and talking shit on Discord. Simple and fun. Pretty sure I am also gonna get disconnected. Everything stopped for me.
Yeah, I think yes, could listen to again.
Oh wait, there's a message from the server. What did you say? We are aware of the issues. That's it, just we are aware. Thank you. Okay.
Thanks.
At least you're aware.
Stop pinging us, we know.
Stop spamming us in chat.
Even with the extreme unbalanced state the game is in, you do feel a big impact if someone is missing from the Holy Trinity. If you don't have a healer, well, prepare to sit down a lot. You don't have a tank, well, better get your legs ready to kite. You don't have a damage dealer? Well, get something to drink, this will take some time. Every role has something critical to do. It's an alpha, things will only improve from here. Well, probably mostly improve. Also, if I wanted you to know one thing about this thing, is how the world is built. For example, last night before I stopped playing, it was the last day of the test, before I stopped playing, I found a hidden dungeon under a low level dungeon, or not level 10 dungeon, not really low but low-ish level. I found underneath it another dungeon that is double the level. The mobs were level 19, almost 20. So it is pretty cool, and they have like a different loot table, a different mob, they look different. they fit the stuff because it's like a ghost stuff. It's kind of a scary skeleton-y tomb type of place, so it's cool. I don't have a lot to tell you about artisan stuff. It is in the game, but the whole side of this and the economy is very much lacking. If you take on one side what was promised before and what you have right now, it's very lacking. I think it's only because of the test. I'm very hopeful that it's because of the test and the rest will be implemented later on. I really do. I have like one point of feedback I want to tell you, so we will have like an idea of what I'm speaking about. Most of the basic resources for crafting requires you to be a certain level to be able to clear certain mobs, defeating the whole purpose of only playing as an artisan. And yes, you can make the argument that you can get materials from people who mostly do combat, but there is another problem, and it is that monsters drop gear. So people who go raiding and kill monsters, they don't care about the guys that do artisan stuff because they can get the same quality stuff over there while fighting. So why would they even stop and look back at the artisan guys or even try to think about the artisan stuff? That is pretty much it for the gameplay for now. Mostly grinding mobs and exploring unfinished zones. That's mostly what you do if you boil it down. The visual in this game is pretty cool, I have to be honest with you. When the game works properly, you can see some stunning views. How the seasons affects like monster spawns and the look of the trees. When I was exploring the map, I was constantly stopping and staring whenever I was reaching like a small hill, and you can look up at the sky, you can see the skybox itself looks amazing, especially at night where you have like 3 moons. One of them is destroyed, I kind of forgot the lore, but one of them is destroyed and stuff. You see the countless stars and different color of the sky and the lightning that's gonna like going on the ground. Just everything looks so cool. And as I said in my previous videos about this, the art isn't unique, but somehow it still feels special. It's kind of hard for me to explain it, but it does. Only when you play it you can get it. Maybe I'm too much of a fanboy, but at least that's what it feels like. And maybe due to the fact that there are no fast travel points in the game, you do feel like a small cog in a big system. Even when you log off, the worlds keep running without you. If you slowly explore and look carefully, you don't aggro mobs constantly, you will see some mobs fighting one another. It really creates the feeling that you're living in a world that doesn't wait for you to do stuff. I never added this kind of tab, the community segment, into my games I covered. I think it's the first time. I never spoke about this before, I think. And I will expose myself by actually saying that I don't really leave my house. My friends are mostly online friends, and Ashes makes it a bit different. It makes things feel real. The scale of everything is surprising, and the reliance that you have on others, either for combat or for crafting, mimics the real world to a terrifying degree. For example, in the server I play, there is not much co-op between the mayors, and it results in the fact that no one can do certain artisan skills above novice level. In the balanced state of the game, it will mean replacing the mayors and making a new path. But just like real life, following the herd and complaining is much easier. So try and find who your mayors are, rally the solo players in the server, try to make a change, reach out to the mayors, see maybe you can help. Maybe they just don't realize it, maybe they're too focused. Running big guilds is pretty hard. I already started a change in my server, maybe you can do so in your. I play Notharia EU. If you play there also and you want more details, message me, my IGN is on the screen now. The monetization of this game is pretty interesting. I'm not like a big expert or like the monetization of MMORPGs, but the buy-in to this alpha is crazy. The price, it's crazy expensive. I mean, I bought it at 2019 for a ton. I forgot how much, but a ton of money. But I'm getting obviously like over a year of subscription and more stuff and the alpha and just a bunch of stuff. But it is crazy expensive. If you're unsure, just don't buy it. Don't even think about your wallet right now. You will regret it. Just watch some content creator that you like and that you think that have the same like points as you, or maybe you can throw them some points in the comment or something, and then they can pass it along. You should do that. Just go to like a big content creator that has a connection to the game or to somebody. Just let them know. Maybe it could help. Long story short, this is a very buggy work in progress. If you're willing to put up with constant bugs, disconnects, and a whole lot of time wasting, then you're in for a good experience in my opinion. If you can't do that, then don't even look at this. Just go away, don't do anything, wait for a bit, look from the side, maybe give feedback that way, and check later. If it's gonna be interesting for you later, then cool. If it's not interesting for you later also, then just say, that's not for me. Cool. Not interested. But this will be it. I hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, thank you. If you didn't enjoy, write down below. Let me know why you didn't. And that's gonna be it. Hope you keep so safe. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.